Hello fellow citizens of Altburg, and welcome back to the channel for another painting session. Today we're stirring things up as we paint the baker herself. We'll share essential tips on color blending and shading to capture the warm, comforting essence of a grandmother baking delicious pastries for hungry travelers. So let's get ready to blend, bake, and whip up some magic. This model was designed by Tiny Furniture and was part of Tabletop World's Altburg Market Kickstarter. Today we'll be talking about two crucial techniques in miniature painting that can bring your figures to life with depth and realism. Painting smooth transitions between colors to achieve a natural gradient effect, and adding depth and dimension by creating areas of darkness where shadows would naturally fall. It will be easier to demonstrate these techniques on our model's clothing. However, to set the pace and highlight the personality of our pastry chef, we'll start by painting her face and hands. After selecting our base color, we need to consider the colors for our highlights and shadows, making sure they blend well together. We can either choose colors that are different from our base color, or tint our base color with another hue. In this case, we'll use both lighter and darker shades, blending them with our base color to create a range of hues. Let's start by applying a smooth, even base coat to the area we're painting. To enhance the fluidity of acrylic paint, we can use water. For even better results, we can use a water-based acrylic medium, which is specially designed for this purpose. Just a drop will improve the paint's flow and transparency, giving us a matte finish without affecting adhesion. Depending on the primer color, several thin coats of paint may be necessary to cover the surface opaquely. Once the base coat is dry, we apply a slightly paler or darker color where we want the blend to start. We begin by applying the shadows, then blend the colors all the way to the final highlight. Typically, we use a darker version of our base color, which we can create by adding black or a complementary color. In this case, we use a small amount of brown to tint our base color. We use a technique called a wash to apply the shade. A wash is a thin, transparent layer of paint that settles into the recesses of the miniature, naturally creating shadows. For more control, we apply the wash selectively to recesses and crevices rather than the entire surface, using a small, sharp-tipped brush. To ensure smooth transitions, We thin our paint with a medium or water to prevent it from being too thick. However, we must be cautious not to over-dilute the paint, as this could cause it to flow into unwanted areas of the model. For more depth, we can layer different shades. We start with a dark wash and gradually add lighter shades in the recesses or areas where shadows would be less intense. We use a technique called feathering to blend the new color into the base color. This involves gently brushing the new color onto the base color, gradually lightening or darkening the area where the colors meet. For smooth blends, we use wet blending. This involves working with wet paint, applying the lighter color next to the base color, and then using a damp brush to merge the two while they are still wet. To complement shading, we use highlighting to emphasize raised areas. We apply lighter colors to these raised areas to contrast with the shaded parts. To refine the blend, we use a glaze. A glaze is a very thin, translucent layer of paint that helps us blend colors and smooth transitions. Blending and shading require patience and practice, especially on small models. By mastering these techniques, you'll create more realistic and visually appealing miniatures. We hope you found this simple approach to shading and blending helpful. If you liked the video, a thumbs up would be greatly appreciated. Consider subscribing to our channel and feel free to leave a comment below. Let us know what you think. Your support means a lot and keeps us motivated. In our next video of the Altburg Market series, we'll paint the pretzels, breads, and other pastries to complete the baker's stall. We're also excited about the upcoming Tabletop World Kickstarter featuring the farmstead. Stay tuned for more painting adventures. Thanks for joining us today. And as always, keep on painting and take care.